Duval.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
On second down, here's Fournette. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
From the gun on third down, Luck over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big third down play there for the Jags. 44 yards. So 20 now for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
On second down, it's McCoy. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
A shotgun snap for Luck. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Josh Lambo now for the point after. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here's Bridgewater. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Taken in at the 11. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now a hit and lost the football. It's out. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there. That
now, instead of coming right back with a
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They come out here in the I. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Here we go. Relax.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Let's go chop and
a
double.
couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Looking long for Westbrook. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one
defense and let the other team know they were coming after them.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out, and the Texans scoop it.
He's not going to slide, man. Come on. Don't do this to me today.
43-yard line, that's where they'll take over. He had gained really good yardage.
Jesus
what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Man, what are you doing?
A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
So much goes into a successful play,
Let's
doesn't
go,
it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Spring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
A first down carry now for Miller.
Can he not play offense? I'm playing 4. 4 does not mean bail. You don't bail on toss. Come on, man.
Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. 70th catch for him on the year. Like so many others, this goes for a first down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch. But you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
2 fumbles in the first quarter. What in sweet baby Jesus. 1st and 10, ball at the 18-yard.
Play action now. Bridgewater. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way down
Come on, man.
inside the 5 to the 4.
Guy's
Texans
not catching the ball on his mid-route and making the move there. Come on. Money down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans are in for 6. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7.
Bloody rock. There's life in Houston tonight. Uh-oh. Looks like the Texans got the turnover chain. Let's go, Keenan.
To return it is Corey Grant. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
You're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Lock on third down. Sharp's got it left side. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Play action. It's locked. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. From the gun, here's Locke. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Take this one down to about the 40. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 10 seconds should be up, man.
The Jaguars on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Luck. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
They'll fake it. Now Love. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. In for the score. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. And I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here as the season winds down and you look at them in totality. You know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So you've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Second down, Bridgewater. Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first and 10, Bridgewater. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And this will get him all the way inside of Jacksonville's 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's third and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have broken the tie.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now See on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out come the Jags. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Luck on first down. Forced out to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now a play fake, and it's Luck. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The result, a first down as a quick slant gets him 14. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From the 50, it's Luck. Looking long for Westbrook. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off of play action. Luck rolling to his right. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And give him a gain of 37. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Telvin Smith. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the gun, Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Bridgewater now. Pushing through the contact. Throw left side complete. That's Cole. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the pitch goes to Miller. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And his throw here's incomplete. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Bridgewater. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, it's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Lock on the sneak. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Well, that wound up backfiring. Instead of handing it to your workhorse fullback or running back, they went quarterback sneak, and now they have to punt it away.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll go with a big bang Fournette. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is Fournette. And an alley to run. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. He'll run it with McCoy, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Back now in Houston, it's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
To your right.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Luck going to keep it on the sneak, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Andrew Luck, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And now out comes Houston. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have broken the tie. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground. And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, he couldn't turn it into much more.
That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Luck out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Luck now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Finding room to the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, a nice spin. And now running right through it. And shutting him off. Now open field. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Houston. As his guys are in for 6. And the Texans have broken the tie. This game wasn't tied for long. How about that? A big return here in the 4th.
And this is that time of game where every big play is magnified. 4th quarter, kick return for a touchdown. You've got to feel great about your chances at this stage of the game.
Yeah, they regain the lead. Now we'll see if they can hold it. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. Kayvon Webster on the defensive side able to get a hand in.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Luck on 2nd down. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
11Z. 53. On.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Hey, easy.
A shotgun snap for Luck. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Go. Going right. Hey, easy.
They'll look to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down to the plate of the 37. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll go down at the 28. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. He's back to throw. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and, yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it's helped his legs along the way as well.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Fournette. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Kayvon Webster on the defensive side able to get a hand in. What a play. Maybe a game-saving play on the knockdown there. That was beautiful, wasn't it? If you're looking at it from the defense's perspective, they looked like they had a shot at it. Maybe a completion. Ball gets knocked away. Can they rise up and do it again? Likely the play of the game here. Trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
12. Go ahead.
Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Down to a knee goes Bridgewater, and that ought to do it. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Houston, it's a good 5th win for them as they play out the string. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the